Hi, I'm Sergeant Anna Hernandez, and you're watching a special episode just about the Sheriff's Office on Nash County Now.
To you, Julian Keith Stone, solemnly swear that you will execute the office of Sheriff of Nash County to the best of your knowledge and ability, agreeably to law, and that you will not take, accept, or receive directly or indirectly any fee, gift, bribe, gratuity, or reward whatsoever for returning any man to serve as a juror or making any false return on any process to you directed, so help you God.
I do.
Sir, congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We're at the Brown Auditorium at Nash Community College, and right now we're doing our 4-year swearing-in ceremony. So what'll happen is we'll have either a judge or the clerk of court come out, and then after the sheriff is sworn in, he'll get the command staff, followed by the deputies, and then followed by the detention officers.
Consistent therewith, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and execute the duties of your office as the law enforcement according to the best of your abilities and this judgment, so help you God.
It's a swearing in that we have to do every 4 years, and it's a swearing in that every sheriff's office across America has to do. We're a constitutional office, and this is part of the process of being sworn in to serve the people of the counties that we serve. What I like to say is it's a time for us to fulfill our promises, pursue excellence, and step back and recognize that we serve the people. That's what it's all about, is looking in service beyond self and ensuring that we're doing our job and taking that oath so that we're ethical and can follow our core values: honor, diligence, and compassion. It's very humbling. I come back from a family. My dad was sheriff when I come up. He taught me one thing: don't ask anybody to do something that you won't do, and be humble to the people you serve, and that's what we try to do. We have turned it into a good time. It's meals and it's appreciation of the officers, what they give every day, the public for recognizing what these guys give every day, and all of the family members when they send their loved ones out to protect our citizens. So it should be a festival moment and an appreciated moment.
It's a task and a huge collaboration to try to get everybody together, especially when you have different shifts. It's a lot of coordination with other law enforcement agencies. You got to think about our jail is currently manned by neighboring agencies. 2 or 3 of our personnel are staying back there. Our patrol deputies right now are being covered by Rocky Mount police officers. So we have a mutual aid agreement with them, so that allows us to use other agencies and other detention facilities to come in and assist us. And we'll return the favor as well. It's a blessing to have a lot of great talent within the agency. I came here knowing only a few, and I know every single one of them here. And I've seen them develop individually and personally and professionally. It's an awesome experience to watch them grow.
We're talking to our Deputy of the Year when Nash County Now returns.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Sergeant Scott Bass is our Deputy of the Year, but you might already know him from the national attention he got at the end of last year.
My name is Sergeant Scott Bass. I work for the Nash County Sheriff's Office. I've been employed since 2010. I've worked patrol my whole tenure here. 2018 has been a pretty exciting year. I guess it kind of started back in 2017 when I was giving a young lady a ride that needed to get to work. In the process of trying to help her out, it led to some bigger things, which took me and the young lady out to Hollywood.
Scott, what ran through your mind when you saw Jaleesa walking in the middle of the night in the freezing cold?
It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, getting near the end of my shift, and I saw her leaving the city side, going into the county. She had her work uniform on. It was raining, it was cold. So I stopped to check on her, and she told me she was going to work, and I offered her a ride because she had quite a few miles to go before she got to work. She walks about 6 to 7 miles one way to go to work.
Wow. Now, Scott, besides offering Jaleesa rides, you also surprised her with a gift. Tell us what that was.
We've been knowing each other for about a year and a half now. Mm-hmm. And I try to pick her up when I can, if I could, and I tell my guys to be in the area if they were able to help give her a ride. And I wanted to do something more for her, so the next day I called Walmart, which was in the area, and told them if they could work with me on maybe getting her a bicycle to help turn a 2-hour walk into a 30-minute walk. They gave us a nice beach cruiser, it had gears on it, and hopefully it could.
This guy here, Scott, this deputy sheriff, you know, with all the negative stories you hear about police officers out there, men and women, I bought probably 6 of these stories on this show because the majority of police men and women are really good people. And they really are just trying to serve their community. And this guy, Scott, you're a true inspiration for taking time out of your day to help a person in need. I just think that's absolutely incredible.
There's people on his show that monitor news feeds, social media applications and whatnot. And so they saw the news feed, thought it would make a great story, and they contacted me. I was in Virginia Beach at the time. And so we talked, and they asked me would I be interested in coming out to LA and being on the show, and I said, well, yes. And so me and the young lady that I helped, we went out, and led to some even bigger things for her.
A brand new 2018 Ford Fiesta SE. Take a look over there. Yeah. You got a car.
She got $5,000, which is going to help her out tremendously. She got a closer location to work, so she doesn't have to walk so far until she gets her vehicle. And tomorrow we're actually going to go together, so we're going to try to take our driver's license test tomorrow, see if we can't get her driver's license. Every single person here doesn't forget that they come from this community. So it's not just the role of our job just to go out and enforce laws. We try to help everybody every chance we get, and it's not just me. Every single person from the sheriff all the way down to the patrol deputy or civil deputy is out there doing the best that they can to just help somebody. That's kind of what we signed up to do. Miss Mary Brown, once a year during Christmas, she feeds all the homeless in Raleigh area. And 2 months ago, she saw the Steve Harvey show and reached out to me and asked would I come out and help her. She said that she likes to connect the community with law enforcement, that she doesn't think there's enough of that going on. And that's when I come out and help, and I told her that I'd love to. So Christmas morning, me and my oldest daughter went out and helped feed the homeless and give out toys to needy children that she had put together herself.
Through his selfless service and dedication to the citizens of Nash County, as well as those of us here in the Sheriff's Office, Sergeant Bass is an exemplary employee, a role model, and the epitome of our core values: honor, compassion, and diligence. His actions cannot be measured on a scale, but can be felt nationwide due to the positive ripple effect they will have on all law enforcement officers, especially those of us in Nash County. And this year, we've nominated Sergeant Bass as Officer of the Year.
In December of last year, I was honored with getting Deputy of the Year from the Sheriff's Office. In all honesty, I just worked with so many amazing individuals here. I kind of feel like we all deserved it. It was a huge honor, and I greatly appreciated all my peers recognizing me and selecting me for it. But I could only accept it on their behalf because, you know, we're all in this together. This is not just the Sheriff's Office, but it's kind of like a huge family. I'm hoping that 2019 that we can continue to do great things whether they're noticed or not. We're always out just trying to do the best that we can. It's nice to be able to represent the sheriff's office and be a face for it. I'm truly appreciative of that. But I want to bring the light to all the other individuals that work here and that they're doing the best that they can also. And they're out serving their community and everybody that they can.
When we come back, we're training to keep our deputies safe.
Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. Why would you do that?
Probably okay isn't okay. Call a cab, a car, or a friend.
Good choice.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
Here in the Nash County Sheriff's Office, we do all that we can to keep our men and women safe, including specialty training that reminds us of everyday practices that could save our lives.
We're at Wilson Community College in Wilson, North Carolina, and we're doing the Below 100 training. Basically what it is, it's a national program, and the purpose behind it is to try to get law enforcement line of duty deaths below 100. We're averaging about 150 deaths a year across the country, and so the purpose is to try to get that number down below 100 through different means, the things that we can control. Obviously there's some deaths that we're not able to control, but the things like wearing your vest, watching your speed, wearing your seatbelt, those kinds of things.
He's driving 27 miles an hour over the speed limit en route to assist another officer on a domestic. When he loses control on a straight, level, dry piece of roadway for an unknown reason, hits this pole, goes across the front of the patrol car because he's not wearing a seatbelt, hits his head on the pole.
Obviously there's some things that we can't control when it comes to answering calls and what suspects' intentions are, but we can try to negate some of those things by utilizing the equipment that's given to us. Remember what's important now. Those are the kinds of things that we have to take into consideration and don't get caught up in the moment. Obviously if we can't get to a call, we end up crashing on our way there. We're not doing anybody any good. So our instructor here he's actually part of the Below 100 program, and so he knows this stuff like the back of his hand, and he's actually going through this program with us, and he actually goes all across the country and teaches this program. He's got car footage, body cam footage of actual officers in different incidents and things that happened to them, whether it was car wrecks, shooting incidents, things like that, so that we can take what he's trying to teach us and put it into real perspective. We've got about 50 or 60 law enforcement officers in here today. We've got a large group from our agency, the Sheriff's Office, here because we feel it's important. That we've had some deaths in our area recently over in Edgecombe and Rocky Mount in the past few years, and so we want to come in here and kind of learn what we can to try to reduce those deaths so that we don't have them occur again. I just hope that it hits home with them and that they realize that hey, they're not 10 feet tall and bulletproof, and obviously they can wreck these cars and wear their seatbelt, slow down, and just make it home safe at the end of the day.
Our investigation has shown that neither officer was wearing his seatbelt. They were driving 71 miles an hour.
Thanks for watching this special Sheriff's Office episode. We'll leave you with scenes from A Sheriff's Christmas where we bring gifts to an unsuspecting family in need.